What's going on? Gridiron Gumbo. I know y'all have been waiting for this show. I'm sure a lot of people have been waiting for this show to give our kind of draft recap and tell y'all how we're feeling about this NFL draft that went on this weekend. I got my guys with me, Ruff and Sean. So we're going to get right into it. All right, so I'm just going to start out with the good thing. Okay, all right. So as everybody knows, we had the number 9 pick, okay? We were all waiting to see, are the Saints going to go up? Are they going to go down? You know, we didn't see, only one quarterback was off of the board. We know we needed everything, but I think everybody was circling the big thing was the quarterback. We all know that, okay? That everybody was talking about us as getting a quarterback, potentially in the first round. So when number 9 came up, we know that number 1, Cam Ward, that everybody predicted that was going to go number 1, went number 1. So we pretty much had our pick of the litter. But we decided to go offensive tackle, right? So initially, because we've gotten offensive linemen year after year after year after year after year after year, like it's been the same thing. Initially, I was like hating the pick, okay? Because I'm like, I mean, when are we going to get an impact player? You know, when are we going to get, you know, the flashy pick that, you know, that high that you know. But I have to be honest. After I did my research, after I looked at videos, this guy's a beast.
He's big. That's a big boy. That's a big boy, yeah.
Kelvin Banks Jr. Kelvin Banks Jr. So, yeah, after seeing that, I mean, he played in the SEC. Texas run game was really good. I mean, this guy, I've seen pancake blocks. I've seen him run down the field.
Yeah.
You know, tell me guys what you think about Kelvin Banks.
Well, I mean, again, it's another offensive lineman in the first round.
Yeah.
Another one. I mean, just really looking at his tape, looking at his highlights. He's pretty big. He's pretty good. And of course, like I say, he played in SEC. He played for Texas, so he Texas, you know, went on deep in the playoffs. So yeah, he's pretty good. We need offensive linemen. We do.
Yeah.
We actually do. So I'm not ecstatic about the pick.
Right. It's not flashy. It's not exciting.
I'm hopeful.
So
welcome.
Yeah. I was good with that. So after a day, I slept on it. I was good at that. What do you think, Ruff? Are you good with the offensive tackle?
Definitely not the sexiest of picks. They had potential to pick a whole lot of different impact players. They chose not to. I do understand. I still think he would have been available later in the first round if he wanted to trade back. But I do understand taking that pick. This was one of those picks that's good in context. Like with the rest of your draft, that's what would have made this a good pick or a bad pick. You know, so we'll see what that is. But I do think they reached a little bit, but I can understand the reach.
Well, they say he wasn't the best offensive tackle. I think it was like the Campbell guy or something like that. Like he wasn't
LSU,
the best.
Will Campbell,
from LSU, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
LSU, and then I think it was a Michigan guy. Don't quote me on that. But this is kind of like they were saying like the A- O-line. So like he's not A+, but he's like A-. You know, like so. You know, definitely a first rounder. All right.
Yeah,
so no doubt, he was a first rounder.
Said, it was kind of a reach. It was a reach, but
yeah,
I mean,
but
again,
it was a position of need.
Yep.
So it was a position of need.
Might have had to reach this time.
Right. So throughout the first round, the only other quarterback that was chosen in the first round was Jackson Dart. And actually, the Giants moved up to pick him. Okay. Now, I heard through the grapevine, you know, through the rumor mill that the Saints did love Jackson Dart. I did hear that. Okay. I was like, well, he's off the board. It is what it is. And I remember what we had talked about. We didn't want them reaching for him if they were going to get him. We didn't want them reaching. And we felt like first round, whoa, that's way too early.
Too much. Right.
That's way too early.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the second day, this when it went downhill. The second day of the draft, there was plenty of teams that needed a quarterback that came out the gate on the second day. One was the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns had 2 picks because of that crazy trade that Jacksonville made. Okay. They had 2 picks back to back.
Yeah.
Now, the big talk was Shedeur Sanders, who they thought was going to go in first round, didn't go first round. So I thought for sure, ain't no way that Shedeur is going to drop to us.
No.
Ain't no way.
No.
Ain't no way. Because these mugs got 2 picks. Because Cleveland Browns, they got 2 picks.
Yep.
Right? And then the Raiders had a pick.
Yep.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm just watching this whole thing. I'm like, I'm just waiting for Shedeur. I'm waiting for Shedeur. I said, oh my God, nobody drafted a quarterback.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
So I said, all right, wow. When it got to our pick, I was like, we have the pick of the litter. We can get any other quarterbacks off the board except for Cam Ward or Jackson Dart. So it seemed like to me, we getting a steal at 40, getting Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
When he was predicted to be a first-round pick.
Hey, man, it was quiet. Hey, I remember that. I remember that time. I know it was quiet. I know who that next was when it when that music hit, we was
that
like,
was the longest.
And
It was like, oh my God.
Everybody stop.
be
Oh
quiet.
my God, it's happening. It might be happening. All right. And here's my observation. I was texting with you guys. I looked at they went to the Saints war room, as they say. Okay. First of all, what I noticed, it was very, very, very Caucasian-y. It was like one passing guy, maybe.
It was full in there, yeah.
It looked like, come on now. It was looking kind of Maggie. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
It was not looking like a reflection of the city of the Big Easy at all.
It was lacking a little melanin up in
Yeah,
there.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Come on now.
It was lacking. It was lacking.
It was lacking, okay? Then, when I could tell they put the phone down, they were super happy.
They were nuts.
They were ecstatic.
They got their
They were
guy
nuts. I'm like,
where they wanted to get him.
So I'm thinking, ain't no way you're excited for anybody else but Shedeur. Because why would you be excited for anybody else? Next thing I know, was it Ryan Ramczyk walks up there and says, Tyler Shough. What?
That was my queen. Who the hell?
Who is that?
What? Who's this guy? Whose man is this?
it wasn't just the silence before the pick. It was the silence after the pick. It was just like, what?
The entire city got quiet. Cars stopped. The second line cut off. Like,
Yeah,
let's do.
Dun, 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 dun.
Everybody stops.
Bruh.
What? Who?
Bruh.
You can hear a pin drop in the Big Easy. You dude was mid puff on the boot on the beignet. The sugar just falling from the sky, like with it still in his mouth. Like, what? What? Did I hear what I think I heard?
Mm-hmm.
And then they cut the camera.
Yeah. The
I
shucks.
was like, this guy?
Yeah.
The shucks.
The shucks?
The shucks.
Yar, yar.
The shucks. The family, the shucks. That's right.
So,
Yeah.
Like, what did we just do?
Are we the Vikings now? Are we the Packers now?
Lord.
What is going on?
It really it was when they showed it, it's just the shock that I didn't know this football player. I didn't. His name didn't even pop up.
No.
I actually did hear about him. And I'm going to tell you where I heard. From New Orleans football. Shout out to them. Okay. The Nick Underhill guy.
Mm-hmm.
He said they love Tyler Shough. And I was just like, from Louisville. I was like, okay. But I didn't really take it seriously. But he did say that they love him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had heard he was a dark horse riding up, going up the ranks in the draft. I'm like, okay, cool, but I didn't think it'd be us picking him. Sorry.
I ain't heard of him.
Now,
I'm sorry. I didn't. All the quarterback names that was available that they were talking week after week after week, I ain't heard of them. So
let's be honest. Okay. Now, when I looked at the press conferences, they talked about his maturity. Okay.
Of course, he's 26.
26 years old. Yeah, he got
Shouldn't he be mature?
His maturity.
Problem if he's not.
his adversity, the adversity he's going through. He's gone through a broken collarbone. I think he's had a broken leg. He's been at 3 programs. He went from Oregon to Texas Tech, now to Louisville, and he's just, that adversity is just, you know, it's like the makeup of the guy. Like they keep talking about he fits our makeup and the type of guy that we're looking for, and that kind of told me exactly what I need to hear. Okay. You didn't want the arrogance. You didn't want the flashiness. You didn't want essentially what a lot of the NFL was sick of, clearly, from outside, off the field stuff that they say Shedeur, you know, they're basically giving him that tag.
Yeah, but and what else stuff? This dude is like, come on, man. We got a 3.9. He's never been in trouble. He's never been arrested. He never been. Come on, man.
It's the social media. It's the fact that his arrogance.
He too uppity.
Let's be honest. And some people even said this on the broadcast. I heard they feel like Kellen Moore is not the type of coach for him. He's not a strong enough personality for him. So let's just be honest. This is like a good old boy system. I'm going to pick who I'm comfortable with. I'm comfortable. So what does that tell me about the New Orleans Saints, dog, at this time in 2025? Are y'all trying to, like, in this, like, outside of Atlanta, we the blackest team in the NFL. Let's just be honest with regards to the fans. This does not represent us and what we want to rep. Let's just be honest.
See,
this is sad.
I'm looking at it from a results standpoint. Tyler Shough was a serious reach based on where you picked him and the talent that was left on the field at all on the board at all positions.
Yep.
This was a serious reach.
Not just quarterback.
You're not just quarterback. Yeah.
Yep.
All talent. You reached hard for this guy. Okay? So that means this is your guy. Now, every coach does this. Sean Payton did it with Drew Brees. Dennis Allen did it with Derek Carr to varying degrees of success. But for Kellen Moore, this is your test at this point. You defied all conventional wisdom and went after this guy at a place he would have been there in round 3. I'm sorry, maybe round 4.
I agree.
Okay? You wasted a lot of draft capital on this guy. So if he fails this first year, that's on you, player. And honestly, as a results-driven person, I'm like, okay, that means just like with Dennis Allen, it's time for you to go. You put everything on this, especially if Shedeur, Jalen Milroe, and all the rest of these players are good this year. So this is what you do. Okay. You know you're not going to last here long, right? So I hope it works out for him. But
I don't know. It's still up in the air that he's going to even beat Spencer Rattler out for maybe the job.
Is he even going to play? Is he even going to play? That's the biggest thing. Is he going to play?
Second round pick on that? Again, this is your guy. You reach.
Yeah, this your guy.
You better
You got your guy.
And he better do well. I'm sorry.
I agree.
This is a results-driven league, bro. If you can't produce results, you shouldn't be here. So I hope he does well for Kellen Moore's sake. I really, really do. Because I would hate to see his whole coaching career tank on this one decision.
Right. And that's
a big decision.
That's pressure on him.
And look at the example of the quarterbacks that he has, had. He's had Dak. He's had the dude from the Chargers, who I see, Tyler backed up. What's his name from the Chargers? It messed up my mind. Justin Herbert. And he had Jalen Hurts. And to me, other than maybe Justin Herbert, well, Dak's not really a big runner either. But I don't know. If this what he wanted for his system, I mean, he's the head coach. He makes those choices.
Yes, this is decision.
He makes those choices. Now, look, this is 2025. This is after the draft. Not one game has been played. Okay, there are plenty of, I guess, social media posts saying, us fans know absolutely nothing what we're talking about because people were upset about. Josh Allen, and people were upset about the Patrick Mahomes pick, and people, but I don't see how we can get hype for this. But you know what? If Tyler comes in here and starts winning games, we're not going to care.
Nobody's going to care. But like I said, he could very well come in here and wreck shop. He could. Okay.
He could.
But I'm just from this perspective, on paper, I don't see what drove you to this pick. I
Yeah.
mean,
And Shedeur had way better stats.
his best,
way
Tyler
better.
Shough's best season is Shedeur's worst.
Yes.
So, and if you add total yards, it's Jalen Milroe had better seasons. So, what did you see here now? I don't know. I'm not in a draft room. I'm not the scouting coach. I don't know nothing about what's going on. All I know is I've never watched the Louisville game. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But maybe, and I really do hope it works out for my team's sake and for the coach's sake. I hope it works out.
Oh, well, it gave me mixed feelings with that pick. So
I mean, obviously, it gave everybody mixed feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing that makes it worse is this was like a given that we were gonna pick a quarterback. This is a given, and it's almost like we continued that Shedeur process. Like it, and I'm gonna say the word. It sounds a lot like collusion, man. And that word's been said all day.
Yeah.
And we pretty much played along with the process.
Yes.
It's just, again, it just shows you too, it's a good old boy system.
Yeah.
They are more comfortable with somebody like Tyler Shough. Okay, they just are. And that's unfortunate because we can see that you can be talented and still, be confident and, somewhat cocky and, because maybe all that stuff helps his play. So if it helps his play, it is what it is.
So it is.
We'll have to see too, because I mean he's got a ball out with the Browns. They got like 100 quarterbacks on that team. So
he could very well tank.
You know,
nothing is guaranteed. I told y'all from the beginning I wanted draft capital. So like I said, if you wanted Tyler Shough, fine. But trade back and get him in the third or fourth, man. Get some extra something.
We could have got us an edge rusher. We could have got us a wide receiver. We could have got us the two things we didn't get.
You could have fixed a lot of holes.
There was a whole draft. We still didn't get a wide receiver because all our wide receivers are little. They're not big enough. They are too small, and we ain't got a premier edge rusher. And I know we banking on. I mean, Cam. You all right,
right.
But nah, man. Those are the two things we all knew we needed, and we didn't get it. So. Like you said, the draft capital, what do we do?
We also did not get a wide receiver.
Yes, correct.
Okay, that was another need. So they said they're going to focus on getting another free agent. So, I mean, it is what it is. We did get defensive tackle. The third round, Vernon Broughton. His tape looked decent.
Yeah.
It looked decent.
It looked decent. Picks seemed to be decent picks, but like I said, in context, that first pick, the context was the second pick, and the second pick, I think they missed on, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know.
They reached. It was a reach.
It was a reach.
It was a reach.
There you go. It was a serious reach. So it kind of.
It was reach, and they're saying that the Saints reached for a lot of these players. Jonas Sanker, he has really good tape, so check him out. I mean, he does he was a safety. Danny Stutzman, linebacker. They say we kind of got a steal with Quincy Riley, the cornerback.
Yeah.
They say he's really good, and I think he had like 15 interceptions. So I mean that's really good. Devin Neal, running back. Don't know much about him. He's good.
3 seasons, 1,000 yards, man. He went off for Kansas. He went nuts.
Okay.
He went for 1,200 yards, man. He's pretty good.
Okay, well they got him in round 6. Looks like they got a tight end too from UCLA in round 7, and their last pick was a defensive end from Diggs from Syracuse. So yeah, I mean, I think the big thing is that was that quarterback pick, and everybody that is our op is pretty much celebrating the fact that here we go. Since Aaron Brooks, we just can't get a black quarterback. It just is what it is.
Well, they gotta laugh at everybody else though, because everybody else passed on.
Technically, we do have Spencer Rattler, so let's not.
I mean, it's all again though. It's all going to depend on how this works, how good this player is. You 26 years old, you need to be plug and play. I'm sorry, you don't get the time to sit on the bench. You got to play. If you're not playing, I'm sorry.
Right. If you're not playing,
Rattler's been on the field, so
he has. And now he's got an offensive line. So hey, I hope Tyler's ready because Rattler's coming for his head. Like I'm sure he thinks he's better. Okay. And Rattler showed us something last year. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Time will tell, right, fellas?
Yes, sir. We'll be watching the games.
Okay.
We'll make decisions based on what we see.
All right, Kellen Moore. All right, Mickey. Yes, it is what it is. They pick the players. We don't.
Very underwhelming, but It is what it is.
All right, fellas, we gonna go ahead and get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And we'll catch y'all next episode of Gridiron Gumbo. If anything else comes out about Derek Carr, we really don't want him on this team.
He's faking a shoulder injury. What else you want to know? He's faking a shoulder injury. He's faking it. Everybody knows it.
This man don't want to play on our team. Let's just be honest. He's done with us.
He really doesn't.
He's not even. He hasn't been in New Orleans since the last game. He's been out.
That's his fault.
He don't want to be here.
We gonna cheer for you. We gonna cheer for you when you do good, and we gonna boo you.
We gonna let you know when you're wrong. Yeah.
Well,
as one.
They said he's still the starter. They kept saying he's still the starter if he's healthy. He's still the starter if he's healthy. So, all right, fellas, we gonna get out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Who dat?
Hey, St. Aug.
All right.
Graduated. Hey, all graduating seniors at St. Aug got a scholarship. This whole senior year. Congratulations.
That's what's up.
Congratulations, St. Aug. The whole senior class. All of them. Congratulations. That's right.
Congratulations, St. Aug. All right. Till next time. Peace.
Peace out.